What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Kangaroo Black coming back once again to talk about my Alabama Crimson Tide and offensive coordinator Ryan Grubb. I know I've been missing for the past week, but I had to go to Alabama check on my dad. He had a procedure done, and thank God he's good as new now. But let's go ahead and get into the video. We're going to be talking about offensive coordinator Ryan Grubb and the way he views the running back position and how he used his running backs. We know Alabama fans last year was not happy with the lack of carries that our running backs was getting. Now, we don't know if that was because of Nick Sheridan and his play calling, his scheme, or was it because of Miro? We don't know, and we will never know. But that is a thing of the past. We got 2025 to look forward to, and we got a brand new offensive coordinator, and that's Ryan Grubb. And you know, Ryan Grubb is one of the best offensive minds in the game. I don't care what he did at Seattle. And I told y'all, I believe it was last week, the other week, that Ryan Grubb improved that Seattle Seahawks offense from 2023. He improved it. But yet, they wasn't happy with him. They fired him. Their loss, our gain. Thank you, Seattle Seahawks. But anyway, no matter the balance of the run and the passing game, Ryan Grubb's offense seemingly leaned towards the use of multiple running backs. Since 2017, Grubb has had 5 seasons where multiple running backs have finished a season with at least 100 carries. He'll be continuing that at Alabama, which has had 2 or more 100 carry running backs or quarterbacks in each of the last 3 seasons. Ryan Grubb has had his share of bell cow running backs, and he got some bell cows at Alabama. Matter of fact, Jam Miller, Justice Haynes, Kevin Riley, and guess what? We got a transfer running back. And he goes by the name of Dylan Washington. Okay? He's supposed to be pretty good. I don't know too much about him. I ain't really looked up on him. But from what they say, he's supposed to be pretty good. He's got good stature, good weight. They say he's a hard runner. So we'll see about that. But first, he got to get on the field. He got to show that he can be one of the bell cows. You know what I'm saying? That Ryan Grubb feels that he can use. We already know Jam Miller going to be on the field. And I got a strong opinion. Strong view that Richard Young will be behind Jam Miller. Because Richard Young, he done showed flashes. He don't have that many carries throughout his career at Alabama. But when he got his chances, he showed flashes of what he can be in the near future. And guess what? His chance is coming real soon. But anyway, in 2019, Running Rivers led Fresno State with 177 carries, 899 yards, and a Mountain West lead in 13 touchdowns. That's under Ryan Grubb. In 2023, Dylan Johnson had 233 carries, 14th most in college football, for 1,195 yards, basically 1,200 yards rushing, and a Pac-12 leading 16 touchdowns. Dylan Johnson, he was a transfer from the SEC, Mississippi State. He didn't get his chance at Mississippi State, decided to transfer to Washington with Kalen DeBoer and Ryan Grubb, and look what he did. He took him to I ain't going to say he took him to the playoff, but he was an integral part of that team that took Washington to the playoffs. Remember, Michael Penix did his thing, Roma Dunze. Man, Ryan Grubb for Washington, a 1,000-yard running back in Dylan Johnson, and a 1,000-yard receiver. So, and we all know what he did with Michael Penix. And hopefully he can do that with one of these quarterbacks that we got on our roster. Hopefully. So, yeah. But anyway, running backs under Ryan Grubb, they get carries. So running backs in Grubb's offense have not been a major threat in the passing game. But in 2019, Running Rivers had 43 catches for 348 yards and 3 touchdowns. The best receiving season of any running back under Ryan Grubb. Now, Jam Miller, this guy, he is a threat out the backfield. He can catch the ball, and when he catch it, he usually takes it to the house. He done scored on that damn wheel route 2, maybe 3 times. Matter of fact, I know twice, because he did it both times on them Bulldogs down in Athens, Georgia. Both times. Last season in the SEC Championship, not last season, but in 2023 in the SEC Championship and in the 2024 game. So he done scored on them twice on that wheel route. So he's a threat out the backfield. But anyway, Ryan Grubb, he utilizes his running backs. He's going to utilize these running backs way more than Nick Sheridan. And maybe Nick Sheridan, maybe he thought he didn't have to use him as much because he had Jalen Milroe, and we all know his running ability. So, but these running backs, they will be leaned on in 2025. Guarantee you that. Anyway, Alabama has an idea of what the top of its running back depth chart look like. We all know. Jam Miller is set to return in 2025 after leading the Crimson Tide running back room with 145 carries, 688 yards, and 7 rushing touchdowns in 2024. But he will look to bounce back after a rough end to the 2024 season where he didn't score a touchdown in the last 5 games, and he only averaged 3.1 yards per carry. I think before then, he was averaging about 5.7 yards a carry. So he fell off. So yeah, 5.7, 4.7, 1, something in that area. But he fell off. Matter of fact, he fell off after the game against really Georgia. I'm going to just say that. But the last 5 games, he didn't even score a touchdown. And his average drop per carry. So significantly, I'm going to just say that. But hopefully, he's going to get more than 100 and what he had, 145 carries. Hopefully, he'll get more. Because he is a stud. But anyway, after Justice Haynes transferred to Michigan in 2025, Richard Young may have a chance to shine, and he will. A former top 55 recruit, he was a 5-star also. He has 36 carries across 2 seasons, 3 of which have been scores. Grubb's offense seemed to favor multiple running backs, which could favor Young as the most experienced back behind Miller. So that's telling you that Richard Young has more experience with his 36 carries than the transfer running back, Dalen Washington, or Draylen Washington, however you pronounce his name. So Richard Young only have 36 carries, and he's more experienced than transfer running back Draylen Johnson, whatever his damn name. But anyway, Alabama running back core, we're going to be all right. Draylen Washington. So I haven't looked into him too much. So I don't know much about him. But from what I read, the media seems to think pretty good of Draylen Washington. But can he come in and compete for carries at Alabama, knowing what we got? Jam Miller, Richard Young, you know what I'm saying? We got some running backs. Tell you that right now. So, hey, as a matter of fact, let's bring up we got Jam Miller, Richard Young, Daniel Hill, Kevin Riley. Can this guy come in and compete with that? Remains to be seen. Kevin Riley, he ain't going to lay down either. He is not going to lay down either. So we got some studs, man. We got some studs. Anyway, Miller and Young are built like prototypical Ryan Grubb's running back. Both are smaller, sturdy, seemingly north-south running backs who will be tasked with providing stability for the offense with their first-time starter at quarterback. I ain't worried about the quarterback position. Not at all. No matter if it's Ty Simpson, no matter if it's Austin Mack, or no matter if it's incoming freshman phenom Keelan Russell. KB is not worried about the quarterback position. Not at all. Not at all. I know that we'll have a little inexperience at quarterback, but I'm not too worried. I have to see them just out there jacking up, throwing interceptions, fumbling the ball, making mistakes before I get worried. I'm not worried about the quarterback position. Not right now. Because if you look at Ty Simpson, we've seen him. You know, he's pretty accurate. He's pretty accurate. He can make the right reads. He make quick decisions. If he gonna run, he gonna run. He ain't gonna stand back there and wait. If it ain't, he know how to go through his progressions. Okay. The only worry I could say about Ty Simpson is when he gets pressured. He may throw the ball up 50-50 balls, or that's the only thing I'm worried about him. Throwing the ball in the coverage when he get pressured. But other than that, I think he'll work out fine. Austin Mack, no, he's really accurate. Seen that. He's really accurate. Now, Keelan Russell, incoming freshman, we know what he did in high school, okay? He ain't the number one quarterback in the class for nothing. We know that. But you don't want to throw him in the fire too fast unless he's just that guy. And if he's that guy, put him out there. Put him out there. Now, ain't none of this going to work if our offensive line ain't up to par. And then, like I say, on the Ryan Grubb, this guy has been an offensive line coach, a quarterback coach, a daggone running back coach, a wide receiver coach. So he knows. And I know he's going to have his damn nose in every damn thing. Looking at what he saw last season. Now, he came out and made a statement about the offense, what he's going to try to do and what he's going to try to implement in 2025. Some people say that was a dig at Nick Sheridan. I'm going to talk about that in my next video. Was that a critique on Nick Sheridan? Was that a jab at Nick Sheridan and the offensive failures from last season? I'm going to talk about that in my next video. So y'all look out for that. But I'm happy, as I done told y'all, that we got Ryan Grubb. And I can't wait to see what he would do with these running backs. I can't wait to see it. Because we could have had, I thought, coming in the last season, we could have had one of the best running back duos in the country. But they didn't get their chance. They wasn't utilized in the correct way. This is my opinion. That Justice Haynes and Jam Miller together wasn't utilized in the correct way. They didn't get enough carries, especially Justice Haynes, which is why he transferred. So we'll see what Ryan Grubb do. And I think Alabama fans will be really pleased with Ryan Grubb. That's what I'm thinking now. Okay? So hey, don't jump on me during the season if I just happen to critique Ryan Grubb because of what he will be doing at the present time. This is now the off season, and I'm going by his track record. I'm going by his resume, and both of them is pretty damn good. So could be different during the season, but I doubt it. But anyway, look out for the next video talking about what Ryan Grubb said. That y'all probably read it already. And some people think it's a jab at Nick Sheridan. But I'll talk about it. But anyway, remember, man, y'all be blessed. And KB don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide, and roll damn Tide.